Hey, what's going on? I'm on my way to go deliver this Land Rover I just bought and sold it to a fella. He lives a little far. It doesn't have a tag or insurance on it yet, and it needs an alignment real bad. Power steering pump ain't working, so for those reasons, I had him throw me a little extra just to deliver it for him. But anyways, that's not what the video is about. My little side hustle thing I got going on where I flip cars and stuff like that. People keep telling me I should make more videos about that. I honestly, one day, will probably put together a program. I just need to find me a little nerd out here that, I don't mean that in a mean way. I love nerds. I need more nerds on my team. I don't have enough. I'm not nerdy about like how to create courses online, and I actually respect that a lot. It's a really good skill to have. I have other skills, but that's not my skill. But yeah, if I can get one of these studly little nerds that's real good at all that stuff to like be on my team and help me, I'd like to put together a program where I could put together, I see it as a program that tells you what to buy and what not to buy when it comes to the car flipping game, because I've been doing this since before the internet, y'all. Yeah, I'm that old. When you hit 40 and you got a little experience under your belt, yeah, I ain't fresh off the porch. I've been doing this for a minute, and I really don't take L's no more. My friends that know me, they're like, man, you don't never take a loss, boy. And it's like every once in a while I'll break even. I ain't perfect now, but I don't never take a loss. And like, I'm an ASE certified mechanic, have been since 2008, over 2 decades turning wrench professionally. So I know what to buy, what not to buy. But you don't have to be a master mechanic like me to know what to buy and know not to buy. I could put together a program. You could buy it, and I'll tell you, look, this category of cars only buy within this price range, and if it has this list of repairs needed, you can still buy it as long as it's within this price range and make money. But if it has any of these repairs needed over here at that price range, you better turn and walk or you're gonna lose your ass. Like that type of a course. Like, I could legit tell anybody how to see. Anybody with a truck and a trailer can jump out here, have some money in their pocket, put a vehicle on a trailer, and every now and then get lucky, right? But you're gonna take some losses. You're gonna take some L's. It takes experience to know how not to take L's, and not just anybody with a truck and trailer and money can do that. It takes someone that's really been in the game for a while. And I've been thinking, if I ever get my hands on a little nerd that's got the skills to put together the program, I'll put together the program and make it happen and put it out there for people. But this would be like a step 1, step 2, step 3. Take, you know, whether you got $500 or whether you got $5,000, these are the categories of cars that I would go get, depending on the price range of what you got to get out there. Like, you got $500, I give you a list of $500 cars that I would go get if I was sitting on 500, and what would be wrong with them to make me walk away, and what would be wrong with them to make me jump on them anyways at that price range. And yeah, it's like I understand the mechanics to it. It's like a blueprint. Look at it that way, that I could ride up to where any dummy out there that were to follow step by step exactly what I'm telling them to do would be able to go out there and have success. I'll end it saying this: when me and my baby mama first split up, she, let me set y'all down here for 1 second. Hold on. She trying to get my GPS going. She me and her split up, and she left me with nothing but the clothes on my back, y'all. Nothing but the clothes on my back. I walked away. I had to go to Walmart, get me a pair of socks, a pack of underwear, and the shoes and the jeans and the shirt I was wearing, you know, that was it. I went and got a toothbrush, some deodorant. Like, I literally walked out with nothing but what I was wearing. And in a nutshell, I went to my brother's place. I was the dude on the couch for a little bit. I would borrow clothes from him. I had my own socks and underwear. And I got me a little jobby job. Bought me a little $500 beater, a little Honda that didn't run. Had a blown head gasket with my first paycheck. Fixed that, flipped it. Then took the money from that, went and bought myself a little Toyota Avalon. I remember it. A little Toyota Avalon, fixed it, flipped it, and just kept it going from there. Not to bore y'all, make the video too long. In 6 months, I had went from walking away with nothing but the clothes on my back and starting off with a little $500 beater, right? And in 6 months, I had fixed, flipped, fixed, flip, fixed, flip, to where I was walking in to buy me an M3 cash. BMW M3. It wasn't a new M3. I ain't trying to gas y'all up like that, but it was decent. It was newer. It wasn't. It was still an M3 though. Like I'm trying to remember what year my first M3 was. I had like every M3 they ever made: the coupe, the convertible, the sedans. I think the first one was it was the E36 99. It was the last year, the E36 model. It was a sedan. It was a stick shift, and I paid like 10 grand cash for it. And that was 6 months after I had walked out from baby mama's house with nothing but the clothes on my back, y'all. Cray. So, and I kept a journal. So at the time, I wrote down everything on my journal. Like today, I bought this, I fixed it, and the next day I sold it for this, and blah, blah. And I just journaled it all. So it's cool to keep a journal because you get to go back and revisit. But yeah, it's like a blueprint there in my journal, step by step, of exactly how I did it. And I could easily, and I've been doing it on repeat. It's like a cycle. I just repeat. I get in a bad spot. You could leave me with nothing, butt naked in the middle of the street in England, wherever, drop me off in Australia, wherever. And it's a skill set. And I'm going to go scrape up a little $500 doing whatever little bullshit job, and go get me a little beater car that doesn't run, and I'm gonna fix it and flip it and fix it and flip it until I'm back up where I need to be. So that's always been the side hustle. I got me a real job now. Like I call it my grown-up job, selling insurance. It pays way more than anything car related, but the car hustle is so much fun. I always do it as a side hustle / hobby, whatever, and it can really get you out of the hole like you have no idea. But anyways, I'm gonna move on from that. Maybe one day I put together a video for y'all. If I get enough likes, enough requests in the comments, I might just kick it up a notch and get a little more serious about seeking out a nerd that can put together that type of program for me. But in the meantime, it's just an idea that I keep tossing around in the back of my head. But I'm gonna move on to talk to y'all about what I really had in mind to talk to y'all. You gotta expect, and this is relationship wise, you gotta expect women to be emotional. Don't be mad at your women for being emotional. They are emotional creatures. There's the yin and the yang, right? That's why opposites attract. And you want her to be emotional. You don't want her to be an emotional headache nonstop all the time, but you want her. Like a lot of times, men, we get to talking about how these damn emotional women, and we get to tearing into them. But really, that's a blessing, bro. Like that's a blessing, and you should see it as that. You should really see it as that. Like, God created them that way to be nurturers, to nurture your future children. If you don't have them already, you will one day. And it's a good thing for them to be that way. And you want to stop trying to attack your woman for being emotional, for being a nurturer by nature, for being an empath. Maybe we ain't built for that, but they are. And it's a good thing that they are and we're not. That's why we got to learn. I say we got to get back to where we actually appreciate each other's roles, each other's like we're different for good reasons. And I don't want a woman that's trying to be manly and masculine. Like, I'm masculine enough for the both of us. It's a turn off to me. Like, I'm not attracted to myself. I'm attracted to the opposite of me. I'm attracted to the feminine, not the masculine. Okay? And you shouldn't want to, like, constantly tell your woman, like, stop being emotional, stop being this. You should just be a man and be masculine enough. When you're masculine enough, she don't have to be so damn emotional, because she can be more in the feminine and, like, just say, I feel safe in my man, and I can just be feminine without being an emotional roller coaster in his life constantly. But emotions will always be a big part of who she is, and you shouldn't punish her for it. You should applaud her for it. Whenever she does something that's emotional, that's caring, that's nurturing, and she's doing it in a healthy way with balance, applaud that shit, bro. Like, stand up and clap for the woman. Stand up and be like, babe, like, lift her up. Be like, babe, like, that's what I love about you, babe. Like, you're so sweet, you're so nurturing, babe. Like I don't know, like, you fill gaps in my life I can never fill for myself. And when you applaud those as virtues, as strengths, she will not only feel valued and appreciated, she will appreciate you for pointing it out and want to reward you in other ways. And when you're being masculine and doing masculine things, she should want to come and be like, babe, I'm so glad I got me such a real good man here. The things you've been taking care of, the way you've been so masculine and stoic and handling these things, like, it's such a turn on, babe. I'm so blessed to have you. Like, that's what I'm getting at. Like, you should both be complimenting each other for those differences. You should not be attacking each other. Like, toxic masculinity, you're too manly, you need to tone it down, you need to be more sensitive, you need to and then you're always telling her, you're such a little whiner, like, I'm tired of your bitching, like, oh my god, like, it's the yin and the yang. Y'all supposed to be balancing each other out, valuing each other's gifts. Okay? Value each other's gifts, value each other's differences. It's a good thing. God didn't mess up by design when he made us this way. It was good design. And we messed up by constantly competing with each other, belittling each other, coming at each other the wrong way for simply being different from each other. And what we need to get back to is where we applaud each other more and more. And I would love to see this. Like, anytime you're in a relationship where you feel appreciated, you thrive. You're like, yeah, man, my girl, like, she's feeling me the way I am. She's constantly telling me, good things that I love to hear. And it goes both ways, You can't expect to get back what you ain't putting out. I'm just going to leave it like that. And you should lead by example. You should be the man and take the initiative and lead by example. Compliment her. Every chance you get, compliment her. Reward good behavior when you see it. Correct wrong behavior when you see it too. That's part of being masculine. But when you correct that behavior, there's a right way and a wrong way, fellas. There's a right way and a wrong way. And you could be right and still be wrong because you went about it the wrong way. So if you're getting emotional about correcting her, now you acting feminine. That's a feminine trait. If you're staying stoic and masculine and you're correcting her, then now it's a genuine masculine trait. So, it's okay for her to lose control of her emotions. It's not okay for you, ever. Welcome to manhood, one-on-one. You need to get a hold of your emotions. Does this mean you're some perfect human being that'll never, ever, ever not have control of his emotions? No, but that should be the bullseye that you aiming at 100%. Like, for sure. That should be it, brother. Like, anytime you veer off of that, you need to take some serious personal accountability and be like, man, that was dumb feminine of me. I don't let my emotions get the best of me. Like, I owe this girl an apology. I gotta go make it up to her. And that's called accountability, bro. And nobody's sitting here preaching perfection all the time. But that is what is expected of us. That is how it should be. from us. Now, do we want a woman that never controls her emotions either? Of course not. But it's more forgiving when they do it. It's more expected coming from them than it is from you. You lose way more points on the points scoreboard than she will for you doing it. So keep that in mind. Oh, that's not fair. Oh, that's not fair. Life ain't fair. Suck it up, buttercup. Life ain't fair. It never was and never will be. Go cry a river to your mama or somebody that gives a shit, because we damn sure don't. It is the way it is. Twinkle toes, get it together. Come on, now you're a man. Just man up and know that the few slip-ups that are gonna happen with you need to be few and far between, as far as you not controlling your emotions. And with her, it could be on the regular. And if she pretty enough, most dudes will tolerate it, honestly. Now, it shouldn't be on the regular like that either. But like, they get away with it. We don't. Anyways, that's the video. I don't want to babble too much.